In my previous stream, my main guy Alonso asked me one question: whether Japanese are loyal.
There's something about Asian women that I noticed later on, right? That they have this thing that completely desensitizes you to the
Yeah.
possibility of there even being something. So you will not know shit, dude. You think that, right? Because I heard that shit even before I got there. They're loyal as fuck and blah blah blah, this and the other. Not fam, bro. Not fam. Like, if anything, they're even more likely to fuck you over.
First of all, before starting this video, I want to give a quick shout out to my book. Buy my book. I'll teach you everything I know about girls, so that you don't get your heart broken, so you don't get cheated on, because you'll be the most confident person and can get any girl whatever, right? So check out my book. Link is in the description below. It's called Dating for the Socially Awkward. What up everybody, it's your boy Joseph. This is another video and it's about whether Japanese women are loyal or not. Japanese women are only loyal as long as you are the best option. If you slacking and stop being the best option, boom, that's it. You out. How do I know? I'll tell you a little story. This one Tuesday night in Japan in Okinawa, I was feeling some kind of way, a bit lonely, okay? And right across of my hotel, literally out of my window, I could see the club, right? I decided to go and hit up the club, right? Give myself a quick trim, you know, haircut and stuff, you know, and go and hit up the club. And mind you, I was in a bad mood, so I wasn't interested in talking to anybody. I just didn't want to be alone. And for some reason, when you act all disinterested, when you act all indifferent, when you act all like you don't want to be disturbed, for some reason girls will fight for your attention. So as I'm sitting in the bar, I've got one Japanese girl talking to me. She was alright looking. I ignore her. I don't even look at her, you know. The second Japanese girl trying to talk to me, right? She was decent, right? I also ignore her. The fact that I ignore these girls, I shoot them in the face with the rejection, right? Not because they were unattractive. They were pretty alright, decent looking, right? But the reason why I ignored them is because I felt like I could do better. I deserved better. Because whatever girl you accept, that's all you're gonna get. If you accept a 6, you will never get anything better than a 6, right? But if you reject a 6, that must mean that you are a guy who used to anything above a 6. So the other 8s and 10s and 9s, they will pay attention to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I ignored her, right? So eventually the hottest girl in the club comes up and talks to me, right? She doesn't really come snap. Basically she just like rubs up on me like accidentally, coincidentally and stuff. Like on the stands next to me on the bench, orders a drinks, looks at me, makes sure I smell her perfume and everything. And I look at her and then I look away, you know, like disinterested. Mind you, I looked away disinterested, but in my head I'm like, oh my god, I want to marry that. But obviously I don't let show, you know. So I keep on ignoring her and stuff, move over to the DJ booth to kind of like request some music request, right? Guess who follows me there? The hottest girl in the club. She makes her own music request, right? And then shows me her music request. And it was like 21 Savage bank account. So in a way she's trying to tell me, hey, I like your music, you know, I like your people music, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, whatever. But in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I want to marry that. I walk away to the dance floor by myself, dancing by myself, chilling. What, 2 minutes later, the girl comes along. And keep in mind, there's like a bunch of guys hovering around her, like literally. And she moves the circle of, she gets out of the circle of guys to come and dance near me. Mind you, I rejected her twice, right? So she dances near me this time, right? Trying to get my attention with her friend, right? And then you know what happens? I kind of changed my mind. I was like, okay, I'll let her win me over. And the reason why I let her win me over is because once she does get me, she don't just ditch me for another nigga. She will appreciate me because she has got some personal investment. You know what I'm saying? And so I make her win me over little by little, you know? Just where she had almost enough, I make her mail me over little by little. Eventually we dance fully together. I grab her hips and then I grind on her and shit, you know, like flat out, right? She introduced me to her friend and they're all both flirting with me, right? So I'm grinding on this 10 out of 10 girl, right? And she introduced me to her friend. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm grinding on both of them, right? I decided to go on the bench, right? Chill out and talk to these girls, right? Mind you, I didn't want to spend any money on those girls, right? I make her, so instead what I do is I let her talk to other guys so they buy her a drink, and once she got her drink, she comes back to me, right? That's how easy it is. You don't spend no money, but you get all the cherries, right? And I figured it's time to leave. I take both of the girls, both on each side of my hand, right? Walk out of the club, right? Mind you, meanwhile all the Japanese guys trying to cock block me and shit, but nah, they're on it, right? My hotel is just across the road, so I'm taking them to my hotel. And as we enter my room, my girl, you know, the thick one with the big ass and titties, she asked me for a towel because she wants to shower. I give her a towel for her to shower, and as she goes to shower, her friend tries to sneak into my room. And number one, she was pretty drunk. Number two, I'm not sure whether she was of age. So I kind of like tell her, no, go and sleep over there. There's another room over there that's free. You go sleep there, right? So I send her off. 10 minutes later, my girl comes with a towel strapped around her, you know, into my room and then drops it. Oh my god, I want to marry that. Mind you, I pick out my condom. This time I had a condom that was fitting because I asked my African friend, right? My African friend, he's from Uganda and he gave me the condom, right? So I put on the condom. I make sure I beat her real hard, right? But the only problem was I asked my Ugandan friend, and the problem with the condom was it was too big. So as I was doing it, I realized way too late into it that the condom slipped. So again, I had to fight with my inner demons, you know, like, do I pull out or do I finish the deal, right? And as I'm fighting, I can see myself twitching, you know? And in the end of the day, I thought to myself, man, at least I put it on. I did what I could do. Might as well finish it, you know? So I bust inside her. Again, I'm not proud of it. After we're done, we kind of cuddle and she asked me, have you got a girlfriend? I was like, why would you ask me stupid questions like that? Why? Do you have a boyfriend? And she says yes. And I turned to her and I was like, who's your boyfriend? And when she told me who her boyfriend was, I wish I would have never talked to the girl. And here's why. So basically her boyfriend was in the military, exactly in the same island. They have a military base and he was in the Marines, right? In the Marines, they're known to be tough motherfuckers. They kill without thinking, right? And I'm thinking, bitch, you trying to kill me? But rather than reacting, I'm trying to figure out why she did this, you know, so I can make a YouTube video about it. Ask her, why did you cheat on your boyfriend? And she says, oh, well, he was ignoring me. First of all, he was cheating on me, ignoring me, and he wasn't being nice to me. You know, we had like multiple arguments and stuff. You know, and I'm thinking, I'm making notes, right? Then I text my boy Soldier again. I give him her name, right? And I ask him to look up the boyfriend, and he does his cyber security shit, right? And he finds out his Facebook, and look at his Facebook. He literally just proposed to the girl. Literally, I felt so bad. Basically, the guy was head over heels in love with the girl, and that's when she started cheating on him. And that's what I realized, like, once you care a lot, the less they care, right? Number two, there's levels to it. In my previous video, you saw Trini, which was a better looking guy, taller, stronger, darker, right? Take a girl off me, you know, steal my girl, right? And this time I stole this nigga's girl, you know? So there's levels to it. And that's where I realized Japanese girls will only be as loyal to you as long as you are the best option, right? And that's not to say you should hate them or be angry at them for it. Instead, just make sure you're the best option. Work out, look after yourself, buy my book, become confident, right? Keep maintaining your confidence, keep leveling up. Don't become complacent, right? Always level up and make sure you're the best option. Always stay Jozo. Make sure you keep on watching my videos and improve yourself and never slack. Because that's where most guys go wrong. Because once they have a girl, they kind of become complacent and become lazy and then end up losing the girl. You know, they stop doing the things that makes them attractive in the first place because they get pussy whipped and then they lose the girl and then wonder, oh, what happened? You know? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was another lesson. So yeah, man, like this video if you enjoyed it. If you learned something new, please do. Get my book in the link description below. Super helpful, and my book will make sure that it won't happen to you. And if you haven't watched the stream and the previous sequel about the Japanese girls episode, I post one video here and one video here, and you can check it out yourself. I'll see you next week. Subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'm out.